Most people think wealth starts at 1 million, but the real shift happens earlier, at a number small enough to ignore. What changes when you reach 0.1 Bitcoin? Not your lifestyle, not your address, not your job. What changes is your relationship with money. That's where the story begins. Imagine a young professional in the United States. They take home about $4,300 a month after taxes. In parts of Europe, maybe 3,100 euros. It sounds comfortable at first. Then modern life takes its share. Rent or a mortgage takes $1,700. A car payment and insurance take another $500. Groceries and utilities add $600. Student loans take $300. Subscriptions and small expenses take $200. Before anything unexpected happens, $3,300 is gone. What remains is not wealth, it is breathing room. And that space is fragile. One vacation can erase it. A medical bill can erase it. A broken appliance can erase it. This is not a failure of discipline, it is how the system is designed. Modern economies turn steady income into steady spending. Monthly payments feel manageable. They are built to feel that way. Here is the quiet mistake. Most people optimize for monthly payments. They do not optimize for ownership. A $40,000 car feels like $620 a month. Over 5 years, it becomes about $45,000. Interest quietly adds up. The same pattern applies to furniture and electronics. It applies to education financing. In dollars or euros, the pattern is the same. Small monthly choices become large lifetime costs. Wealth moves away from the paycheck earner. Psychologically, this makes sense. The brain discounts the future. Today's comfort feels stronger than tomorrow's cost. Behavioral economists have studied this for decades. Immediate rewards feel real. Long-term consequences feel abstract, almost fictional. That is why reaching 0.1 Bitcoin matters. It's not just a savings milestone. It shows someone stepped outside this pattern. At current prices, 0.1 Bitcoin is several $1,000s or euros. For a middle-class earner, that is meaningful. It comes from many small refusals. It comes from delayed upgrades. It comes from chosen priorities. When you see that value saved outside normal spending, something clicks. You start measuring purchases differently. A $1,200 phone is no longer just a phone. It is a piece of an asset you built over months. Spending now competes with ownership. This is a mental shift, and it is powerful. If pure consumption continues, the outcome is predictable. 10 years pass. Income rises slowly. Expenses rise with it. Net worth barely grows. Many professionals reach their late 30s like this. They earn good salaries, but their finances are fragile. People who think differently do not always earn more. They see money through a different lens. Income becomes a tool to buy scarce assets that sit outside monthly spending. Reaching 0.1 Bitcoin makes this idea real. It proves part of your work became long-term ownership. This does not promise riches. Markets are volatile. Digital assets carry risk. Smart investors expect uncertainty. But the mindset shift still matters. You start asking quieter questions. How much of my work am I preserving? How much escapes the monthly cycle? Am I building options or just maintaining momentum? These questions are simple. They do not promise instant change. They create clarity. And clarity compounds. Over time, small, consistent investments widen the gap. The gap between earnings and obligations grows, not because of secret strategies, but because ownership becomes a habit. Reaching 0.1 Bitcoin is a small numeric step, but it marks a new way of seeing money. Money as stored time, stored effort, stored choice. That perspective is hard to undo. Nothing magical happens that day. Your job stays the same, your home looks the same. The world does not announce it. But inside, something recalibrates. You care less about visible spending. You care more about invisible accumulation. You notice how systems push consumption. You notice how rare it is to step outside. From then on, decisions feel more intentional. Not perfect, not mistake-free, just more conscious. If this perspective brings you clarity, consider subscribing.